Is he ready? Add power. Employee DL2, Vladimir, can you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Petrenko. Where am I?
Excellent. You're at home at the SCP Foundation. How are you feeling?
Not really. My head is cracking. How did I end up here?
Add more. That's what we have to find out, Vladimir. Do you remember what happened a week ago? The 3rd of March.
Right, the 3rd of March. Olga had a birthday. I never had time to make a gift. On that day, you sent us to Site C. Us and, this Smirnov.
That's right. DL1 and DL3 employees were with you. Tell me, what happened after you crossed the perimeter?
I remember we boarded a helicopter. It was not close to going. For Olga, that was her first experiment. And she was very worried. While we were flying, I decided to tell her about the L1 field log. Well, to distract, or prepare her, I guess. They sent Herbie there first. A robot with a camera. It was remotely controlled, and it let you watch what was happening in Site C. Herbie got to the settlement and drove into one of the buildings. There were infected people inside. We saw their pictures earlier. They didn't look much like humans anymore, just swollen pieces of flesh. Some of these monsters were moving. Someone was standing motionless. Herbie filmed 5 of them in the room, 1 big and 4 little ones. They didn't pay any attention to the robot. And then, the big monster started to place plates on the table. It was like getting ready for dinner. Then the outgrowths from his face began to reach for the plates, curl into rings, and separate. They fell into the plates, and the little monsters reached for the table. They grabbed the flesh of a large infected and stuffed it into their holes on their body.
Gross, Volodya!
That's not the point. You see, even though they are no longer people, they're behaving like people do.
But why didn't they pay attention to the robot?
No clue. But when Herbie left the house and went on, one of the small monsters grabbed him near the well. The video broadcast was immediately cut off. The robot never came back.
So they are dangerous after all? These SCP bastards don't value our lives at all.
We'll see. Bottom line, you stay close.
Red light! We're getting down! Get ready to drop. Getting back in 50 minutes. Good luck!
Pretty soon we got to Site C. It was strange, but it was very warm here. About 90 degrees Fahrenheit. After going a little further, we realized what was the matter. We came across creepy things. Pylons of living flesh. It was even possible to distinguish the body parts of real people in them. These pylons emitted hot air from different holes. Apparently, this is how infected people create a comfortable atmosphere for themselves. And then Smirnov, it seemed, went mad. He said he was too hot and had to take off some of his warm clothes, but it was too late.
No! You can't! It's dangerous!
Smirnov took off his protective suit and accidentally touched it. The infection spreads incredibly quickly in such conditions. Olga and I saw his body was covered with flesh-like growths. He fell and started convulsing on the ground.
Let's get going. There's no way to help him.
Olga was right. Smirnov was losing his mind. Stupid old man. We grabbed his backpack and walked away. Turning at the intersection, I noticed something strange ahead. There was a large sphere hanging above the well, and consisted of infected flesh. We came closer, and noticed some parts of the bodies of people and various animals. The balloon was supported and pulsed slowly. With each spasm, spores flew out of its holes and slowly settled to the ground.
What kind of shit is this, Volodya?
I think this is the source of the infection.
And what are we waiting for?
With these words, Olga took off her backpack and took out a canister of gasoline. She started dousing the balloon, and I realized what she was up to. I pulled a flare gun out of Smirnov's backpack. Olga threw away the empty canister, and we moved away.
Let's burn the beast down.
I fired, and the ball instantly burst into flames. At the same moment, we heard angry screams from all sides. Infected creatures reached out to us from all the cracks.
We need to get out of here. Fast!
Olga rushed to escape. I took one last look at the flaming ball and was ready to leave. But then there was an explosion. The ball shattered into pieces. The shockwave threw me to the ground. Everything was fuzzy. I saw Olga looking at me in fright.
Oh, not that, Volodya.
I saw that my protective suit was damaged. I quickly began to get covered with flesh-like growths.
Damn it! The infection got to me! Olga! Help me, please!
But she only backed away in terror. Everything went dark. The last thing I saw, falling into the darkness.
What happened then, Vladimir?
Damn it!
Give him another shot. Fast! Do you hear me? Look at me!
Damn it! What's the matter with me?
Don't get distracted. What happened after the explosion?
And why am I in a cell for infected objects?
Employee DL2, continue the story.
After the explosion, then there was darkness.
When I came to, I didn't even realize where I was. But then a woman came into the room. She said her name was Maria.
You were injured. Badly. But it's all right now.
Where am I?
In the village. Don't worry. No harm is meant to you here.
Maria brought me a hot drink. As I drank it, I felt completely healthy.
Get up. We're gonna have lunch now.
She left, and I jumped up and looked out the window. A village. Clean and cozy. Like a picture. How long have I been out?
Oh, there you are. Have a seat. Our food is simple, rustic, but everything is its own, natural. Children, go to the table.
Strangely, this situation seemed painfully familiar to me. I've seen it somewhere before. I tasted what Maria had given me. And damn it, I do not know what it was, but I have never tasted anything tastier in my life. And suddenly, at that moment, I felt happy. I don't remember when I was so calm. Outside, the village was even more fascinating. Neat, well-maintained houses, bright greenery, and smiling people. It seemed to me that I was in heaven. Near the well, I saw a boy who was playing with some strange thing, and I came closer to watch it. It was something mechanical and ugly. It didn't fit into the ideal setting of the village at all. Where did you get this?
It came by itself. Now it's my toy. The Elder says the monsters sent it here.
Monsters? What are you talking about?
He's talking about the enemies that have been attacking our village lately.
I turned around and saw a tall, thin old man. He said his name was Ivan, and he was the elder of this village. We talked for a while, and Ivan told us about this amazing place.
A new life awaits you here. That's what you wanted so badly. We would all be glad if you stay with us.
I saw only kind smiles around. Maria extended her hand to me, and I couldn't refuse. I stayed in the village. It was the happiest few days of my life. I felt like I had found my safe haven. Suddenly, one day, evil came to us. The church's bell was alarmingly bursting. Hey, what's going on?
Monsters! They're walking towards the village!
I couldn't stay away. After all, this is my home now too. Once outside the village, I saw them. The boy was right. They were really monsters. Disgusting creatures were hobbling towards us. Once very close, they began to spit fire, but we rebuffed them. I was ready to fight to the end. But then something happened, a flash in my head. and I began to see everything in a different way. It's like taking off a VR headset, and it was a completely different world. Instead of monsters, I saw the SCP soldiers with flamethrowers. I turned around and was horrified to find that they were pushing back the crowd of infected. We were in a big gloomy cave, no bright world around. I got in the way and didn't have time to do anything. They grabbed me.
Thank you, DL2 employee. I know the follow-up story.
What's wrong with me?
Don't you get it yet, Vladimir? You're not human.
What? No! No way! What a... This can't be happening.
While you were away, we found a way to temporarily restore consciousness to the infected. All we needed was a test subject, and it happened to be you.
But why do you need me?
You have to help. We need to deliver a nuclear device to this village.
Will you destroy them? But they were human once.
You always have to sacrifice something, Vladimir.
No, I won't do it.
You're still an employee of the SCP Foundation. You will be eliminated for insubordination.
Look at me. Do you think my life's worth living?
Olya, you got out?
Hello, Volodya. Yeah, I was lucky. I'm sorry I left you there. But you know, there was no way to save you.
I regret only one thing. That I didn't have time to give you a birthday present.
You can still do it. Then, I'm being sent to Site C. Petrenko left me no choice.
What? Don't tell me you're going to carry that damn bomb! Bastards! Fine, okay, tell her I agree. I'll go with you.
Is that enough to blow the hell out of there?
That's right. This baby won't leave a stone unturned.
Well, employee DL2, I'm glad you've come to your senses. Your task is to take the group to the village.
I've set up a remote detonator. If something happens to us, you can activate the bomb from here.
Thank you, Oleg. We will be in touch.
What? You can blow this shit up at any time?
What the hell, Olga? You want to kill us?
No, I'm not carrying it. This is insane.
Employee DL1, follow the order!
Don't touch me!
If you don't calm down, I'll lock you in a cell with Keter.
Listen, Olya, you have to do it. Everything will be fine. Trust me.
Damn you!
While we were walking through the caves, Olga couldn't calm down for a long time.
Damn it! Where they're disposable. They finished me in one of these experiments.
There will be no next experiment. I'll take care of it.
Do you think they'll let us go? However, if we all die here, then no doubt.
We entered the village.
Quiet, we're here.
In reality, it was not the way I saw it the first time. Creepy, skewed houses and dirt. But why do infected people see reality differently from what it really is? Or maybe it's the other way around. This is an illusion, and the place from where I was pulled out of is the real world. I pushed these thoughts away. We turned onto a roundabout road that would take us to the middle of the village, and where we could be invisible. Suddenly, a small figure appeared right in front of the soldiers. The infected being held the remains of the robot and looked at us. It was that boy. And then he made a shrill sound. From all sides, waddling figures immediately reached out to all of us.
Volodya, I'm scared.
Stay close.
Ekaterina, they found us. But we haven't finished the mission.
Captain, get out of there. I'm activating the device remotely.
Copy that. Retreat.
The SCP soldiers chased away the infected beings with flamethrowers. Suddenly, a tall, thin figure blocked their way. The monster was clutching a scythe in one of the limbs. Fire flashes did not frighten him, and he, waving his scythe, went to the soldiers. It seems, looked straight into my eyes. I heard a voice inside myself.
You are here again!
It was Ivan. That's what he really looked like.
Stop! Go away! You betrayed us!
No, Ivan, I saved everyone here.
We're surrounded! We're trapped!
I'm sorry, Oleg, but I can't let this whole mission fail. Goodbye, Captain Kramtsov.
No! Ekaterina! Don't do this!
Oh yeah, I didn't have time to give you a gift.
What? What are you talking about?
Happy birthday, Olya.
Where's the bomb?
What the?
Hello, neighbor.
Ah, Oleg. Well, have you settled in?
Yes, thanks. Come to the housewarming party.
Will do. My wife will be happy.
Who are you talking to?
Oleg is calling us to a housewarming party.
Great. Quit your job. Let's go get lunch.
Don't you remember that tomorrow is the anniversary of the first time we saw each other?
You never forget.
I've got a present for you.